And he's up. Just like Elk, he resisted the coma. Elena. He was in the coma for a lot less time, though. Ryudo, you're awake. Ryudo. Hey, what's with the tears? Millennia, you did it. Thank you. Huh? Oh, and you guys are here. What's up? Ryudo, you alright? Fine. Looks like I'm okay after all. The horns are still in me. What happened? Elena, did you do something? Words, I can't talk. Millennia used your powers. The power of Valmar is what saved your life. I was helpless. I could only watch. Millennia sealed the power of the horns inside of you. You'll be fine as long as you don't succumb to the horns. You need to stay strong, Ryudo. Strange. I thought I heard your voice though, Elena. This is also cool how the horns are like still inside Ryudo. So Ryudo, like, the horns are like a part of him and he has to like overcome them and not succumb to them. Reminds me a lot of Wild Arms 2 with Ashley's whole Night Blazer thing. Where like the power of Night Blazer, eventually Lord Blazer, could be used for good and not necessarily evil. Ashley's inner battle struggles. I love the parallels with that. Love those kind of stories. Tio, so you stayed as well. Of course, Ryudo, we're a family now. Like, instead of just being like, oh yeah, the horns are gone, Ryudo's gotta deal with the horns inside of him, but, you know. It's just a nice little, it's a nice, like, hey, there's not an easy solution to everything, so it's not just as simple as like, oh yeah, Millennia was able to take the horns out. Instead, the horns are still in him, but Ryudo's like, has to learn to maintain their powers or whatever and not succumb to the darkness. It's nice. Melphis, that idol was not for the purpose we thought. It does take power to save people, but that power must be used in the right spirit and with a clean heart. This I begin to see. We are the ones who ran from the responsibility. We blame Melphis for our own lack of will, a devious trap of our own devising. It was we who tried to find escape, little realizing that we had built our own prison and our jailers were none but ourselves. Ryudo, I'm sorry. I was the coward. Please forgive me. Strike me now if you wish. I as well sought my escape from my burdens. I as well sought release in every place, but the place I should first have looked. The world offers no comfort, no relief. Freedom is only in ourselves. I alone can face my past. I alone can make my destiny. Ryudo, take this. A token of my promise to become stronger. Keep it with you. I swear upon it. No man will think or act for me. What you got? Got the Friends necklace. Best friends. When you return, you'll see that I've kept my promise. Yeah, sure thing. Ryudo, I'm serious. Miss, now I see the truth in what you said. Ideals will survive if people keep believing in them. No one can take them away. Let's head out. The Divine Sword lies to the east across the sea. Ryudo is my favorite protagonist of all time. I adore Ryudo. I love Ryudo. I love his like character in the beginning is really like he's got the perfect amount of snark and humor to his dialogue, has some of the best lines. This moment right here is just a catalyst for his growth. Like, I mean, he kept himself away from people after what happened with his brother. Like, 3 years ago, his brother, like, the one he trusted most, betrayed him to a sense. So Ryudo just learned to keep people at arm's length. And also, he just has the perfect amount of snark and humor. He's great. He's phenomenal. He has some more development later in the game that's really, really good. Ryudo, I'm sorry I treated you like that. Forget it, Gata. There's no need to apologize. Come back safe, Ryudo. I'll be back, I promise. In the meantime, toughen up, will ya? Don't worry, you'll get all you can handle next time. Little man, big mouth, you better hope you can back that up, remember? The tougher you get, the tougher I get. Come back safe, a promise is a promise. Don't worry, I always keep promises. You just might find me married to a beautiful woman, too. Oh, really? Then I'll need to get back before one says yes to you. That should give me plenty of time. Yeah, right? Well, I have a better chance than someone I know. It's beyond me how the songstress puts up with you at all. Huh? Who asked you? Shut the hell up. Haha, see you later. Later, huh? Just remember you got a beating coming your way when I get back. Let's hope your skills can keep up with your mouth. And Ryudo still maintains the edge of his personality, which is really nice. Like, he doesn't automatically just become like, oh yeah, goody two-shoes, whatever. He's still Ryudo. See, when you get back, a promise is a promise. Ryudo, I have little right to ask you this, but come back to see us. Come back if you still consider this village your home. I only got one home. Good memories or bad, this village is my only home. I'll come back, don't worry about that. That's more than we dared to hope for. Then I must get ready for the return of our hero to our village of swordsmen. So many reasons why I love Ryudo. This part is a big part in it. And also, just in the beginning of the game, he isn't likable per se, but he's not hateable. Ryudo, I don't think Ryudo in the beginning of the game is hateable. I think Ryudo, like, gets more likable as the game goes on, but I think Ryudo in the early game catches your attention really well. Ryudo, you've done it. You've beaten your past. I didn't beat anything. I meant to, but that didn't happen. I accepted it. I didn't beat it. So you accepted your past. Ryudo, do you think that you can as well? Of course. I just tried my sword again. It's been 3 years. But if you could lift it right, you could still swing it right. It's a starting point, but you must practice and practice. You're right. Just pick it up and swing. Ryudo, next time you show up, our hands will be rough enough to boast about. You'll see, maybe rougher than yours. Don't get ahead of yourself, champ. Ryudo, forgive us. Here you're fighting for our sake, and what thanks do we give you? We walk around like zombies day in, day out, and greet you with barbs and slurs when you come home. Grandpa, forget about it. I'm no angel myself. You know that. What's done is done. Let's move on. We who did nothing day after day had no cause to treat you that way while you were standing up for us, but you didn't say a word. You just faced Melvis for us. I'm so ashamed. What's past is the past, just as Ryudo has changed, so have all of you. Ryudo is, like, my favorite protagonist. Like, period. End of story. There's probably going to be a dinner scene here, maybe. Ryudo, I'm so sorry we completely forgot ourselves. Indeed there is. We're going to need our strength for the road ahead. Stuff yourselves. I have accomplished my goal, Ryudo. You do not seem fulfilled, however. Yeah, it makes it more difficult than anything else is the fact that we had no option, no alternative. If I had been stronger, I would have realized that I needed to stop running. Maybe then something could have been done. Ryudo, this self-deprecation must stop. You have done all that you could. Stop beating yourself up over it. Master, it appears to be impossible to delete the mistakes and the failures of human beings. Yes, it's impossible. While our past should not dictate our future, we need our past to learn from. And Ryudo knows that in his head. He's having trouble teaching his heart that lesson. Knows it in his head, but cannot accept it in his heart. I fail to understand. Ryudo, I heard Melvis... Sorry, I had to read something. I heard Melvis thank you before he passed on. He said thank you, did he? Thanks stemming for his being released from his tortured cell, that curse of Valmar. That's what I think, Ryudo. Please do not blame yourself. You did what had to be done. Nothing more, nothing less. Elena, I hope you're right. Sky, think you not that Elena's words work magic upon Ryudo? I've noticed that, Merrig. Unlike mine, they do seem to have a penetrating effect on that thick skull of his. Words? You sound more like a hen clucking. Actually, Sky, I should apologize to you too. Sorry to worry you so much. Did you hear that? Was it music? Was it an angel's voice? Can we dare to hope to hear such humility twice? There you go, clucking again. And for good reason. Oh, Sky. Now that is the Sky and Ryudo my ears are used to hearing. And here I thought he had finally come to his senses. Master, it would appear that Ryudo's changed. Why is that? Elena's helped Ryudo remove the fog of confusion from his mind. He can now move ahead because of Elena's assistance. She helped him move ahead. In that case, Elena is Ryudo's master. Is this not correct? Master? Master? Me? Why on earth would I be master to Ryudo? One master shows the right way. You showed the right way for Ryudo. That will make you his master. Whoa now, Tio. A master is one who shows the right way to proceed. Therefore, Elena is the master of Ryudo. It must be so. Tio, wait 1 second. Tio, you're mistaken. Elena is not the master of Ryudo. Elena and Ryudo complement and help one another. Neither is the servant of the other. Complement one another. Indeed, they do. Tio, none of us are subordinate to one another. We are family. Through such logic, Elena cannot be Ryudo's master. In that case, what's the relationship between Elena and Ryudo? A good question indeed. They both care deeply about one another, although they may not admit it. Ah, I know. Parent and child. Parent and child. Mary, give me a break. Parent and child? I mean, Ryudo has more knowledge about the outside world than Elena, but other than that, nah, bro. Mary, you're gonna have to explain this. It makes zero sense to me. You look after one another. You defend one another. You fight for one another. Is that not like the bond between parent and child? I disagree, Merrig. I would say they are much more like husband and wife. No one asked you. I now understand. Elena and Ryudo are parent and child. No, we're not. Wrong again, Tio. I see no parent-child relationship here, right, Elena? Sometimes I'm not so sure, Ryudo. Elena, come on, help me out here. If Ryudo and I were parent and child, which one of us do you think would be the parent? Tio, you already know the answer. We are like family now, and families stick together. Whatever, Merrig. Oh, man. Ah, Tio, Merrig, I don't understand either of you. Let's just finish eating, okay? Oh. If we're gonna be searching for the Divine Sword, better get some rest, especially you, Elena. But Ryudo, you really should rest from your last battle. Your body's probably more fatigued than you think. Is it not interesting how you look out for one another? You share a bond like that of family, like parent and child. We don't need your running commentary, Merrig. Oh, I love that. Parent and child. Hit me with a save. We'll talk to some more people before heading on out. You remember how we used to hold the tourney? How all of us would compete? The tourney? Of course I do, what of it? I'm thinking of holding it again so that we can remember the real reasons for combat. Ryudo, how could you have changed so to destroy Melphis? How could you overcome the tragedy and regain your will to go on so? My actions were not driven by my will alone. My friends taught me to never give up. Ryudo. It would seem that we lacked not strong arms, but the strong hearts in our quest for swordsmanship. Had we not only realized sooner, we might have saved the village from becoming what it is now. The eagle may lose its nest to the wind and weather, but that does not mean all is lost. Nest can be rebuilt, if so chosen. Will the village ever be Will the village ever be a happy, busy place it once was? This village could be whatever you make of it. Of course, you could return it to what it once was. Ryudo, you didn't do all those bad things my dad said you did? Sorry, everyone said such bad things about you. Hey now, you're a kid, right? Kids are supposed to run and play. Go off, have fun. Master, Ryudo was insulted and malignant. Why is he not angry? I think maligned is how you say that word. Ryudo has a very broad shoulders with which he carries his pain and burden. He's much kinder than he wishes us to believe. Ryudo, Dad says he wants to apologize, but he says he doesn't, have enough guts to do it to your face. So I figured out how to fix that, so, I'm gonna apologize for him. Ready? Here goes. Ryudo, I'm sorry. Sheesh. Look, tell your dad I'm not mad. He doesn't have to apologize, but just to say hi when he sees me, alright? Okay, I'll tell my dad that you're not mad and you want to see him. Now that's a good girl. Can I talk to your dad? Is your dad here? Rita, we all appreciate what you did. How can I help you? I don't think I need to buy anything. I don't know if your dad is here, but that's fine. Garlan, house number 4. Rito, please forgive me. What was I thinking? Blaming you achieved nothing. I was so frightened when I heard that Melphis was coming, so Ryudo, I'm sorry. Hey, wait, don't cry. Come on, look up and smile, okay? Ah, stop crying. Forgive me, Ryudo, please forgive me. Look, really, don't cry. Crying doesn't help you at all right now. Come on, stop bawling. Oh, please. The new Ryudo is still powerless against the tear-filled eyes of a woman. Maybe, but remember, you feathered fool. I'm not exactly powerless against flying rats like yourself, Sky. Got it. Sheesh, you're forgiven already. Just stop it with the waterworks. I can't deal with crying women. Just smile or something. I never thought about anything beyond, like, top 3 protagonists, but yeah, undoubtedly Ryudo's at the very top. I never thought about ranking protagonists. Maybe I should. That'd be a fun video to make. Top 10 protagonists and all. But we go to the boat. We don't go to Garlan Village. For some reason, I thought the next area was connected with Garland. Wait, can we interact with Melphis' grave? Melphis, looks like things are working out. See, they brought you here because they've forgiven you. I've got to go now, but you're not lonely, are you? I don't think so. Not with my big sister Rena beside you. Ryudo, thanks to you, Melphis can rest soundly at peace in his own home. You have given him that. Everyone born in this village was conditioned to seek power. Even I could have ended up like Melphis. Melphis' ability should have been seen as a natural gift. Instead, it became his greatest curse. Yet, in the end, he was able to die with his one true brother at his side. That must have set him at ease. Hello. Captain Bakala, we need of your ship once again. Ah, Ryudo, you look pained, lad. Oh, I wanted to say this before. I like the idea of what Ryudo said there reminded me. Ryudo saying, like, I could have ended up like Melphis. That's also really cool how Melphis and Ryudo are, like, parallels of the same coin or whatever. Like, Melphis is, like, the opposite of Ryudo, and to a sense. Like, their connections and parallels are neat. Ryudo, you look pained, lad, but yet you seem more at peace. That be how a man looks. So, where we be heading now? The ship be itching to set sail. Me and this old girl will take you anywhere you need to. Take a cease along the Grandia at the end of the sea. Well, we be heading toward the great cleft island of Arachna. Not the land of spiders. 'Tis far from here, but no captain worth his salt would let that stop him. Then to the end of the sea, a man of the sea be a man of his word. Be ready to set sail. I be. The winds blow well, so we best be quick about it. Divine swords there, let's go. Well, miss, why such a long face? Nothing at all. Ah, haha, you wouldn't have had a little tiff with Ryudo now, would you? No, I didn't have any fight with Ryudo. So I take it you'd be a little upset that he hasn't been too upfront with you. Now, if you be needing advice on matters of the heart, just come to Captain Bakala here. I made countless women laugh and cry in every port I've weighed anchor. Captain, I think you have it all wrong. That's it, women should laugh. If you cry, you'll only drive men crazy. Come on, lass, climb aboard. When I heard Arachna for the first time I suspected there'd be spiders, yeah, arachnid, spider. It's like the first thing to come on most people's mind. Ryudo is back, but to get him back, I had to rely on Millennia. But even if it was for his sake, how could I have relied on Valmar? It was the power of Millennia that broke Valmar's spell, not the power of Granis. Oh, Lord Granis. Aid me in my journey, give me the strength to carry out the will of His Holiness Zera. Please guide me. Millennia, are you really a pawn of Valmar? Why would you borrow to save Ryudo? Just what do you and Ryudo? What's wrong, Elena? Seasick again? I'm fine now. I've become quite used to the ships rolling back and forth. Elena, thank you. It's only because of you that I did not share my brother's fate. There's no need to thank me. It was bound to happen eventually. You cannot keep all the rescuers to yourself. Say, Ryudo, why do you think Millennia did not just remove the horns from you? Why'd she seal them inside of you? I've been trying to figure it out. Who knows? She can be pretty damn moody sometimes. She said she took a liking to me. Oh, damn. I forgot to thank her, too. Oh, well. No big deal. She'll probably pop up tonight anyhow. Big moon out. Her? Her? Is not Millennia Valmar incarnate? Huh? I'm sorry. I just don't know what to think right now. Oh, sorry, Elena. Man, I have to learn to keep my cake hole shut.